In this video, I will show you guys how I made $5,000 in 15 minutes from day trading options in the stock market. I will be doing a complete breakdown of the technicals of the stock I was watching for the day, my entries, my exit, why I entered, why I exited, and all the good stuff. So make sure that you watch this video till the end. Let's start with the technicals of the stock I was watching and the game plan for the day that I post every single market open day on our Discord group. If you guys want to be part of our Discord group and be part of a community of serious and supportive traders, the link will be in the description box below. The stock I made $5,000 on is Tesla. I was watching Tesla. I watch this stock every single day. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that I trade other stocks as well, but Tesla is one of my favorites, and I have been watching this stock for the past 3 years almost every single day. On this day, on Friday, that was 11th of March 2022, I was watching Tesla both towards the upside and towards the downside, because recently Tesla is giving good intraday moves depending on the market sentiment, but you have to be open-minded in this market. You have to set your levels and be prepared to trade it both ways. Don't be biased on this stock because recently it's been giving good moves both towards the upside and towards the downside. On Thursday, 10th of March, the prior day, sellers on Tesla, they tried to push the stock price under $800 level, but they failed and buyers held this 830 towards the upside. The low of the day on Thursday, the prior day, was around 805. That's why my game plan on Friday was that if we get a push above 850 or 860, that will be the break of this longer term downtrend. I will be taking Tesla for a break towards the upside. But if the market decides to sell off and if we get clean price action on Tesla towards the downside, I was watching the break of yesterday low to catch the break of $800 level towards the downside. So we just broke down the daily chart of Tesla. Let's now take a look at the intraday price action and take a look at the 5 minutes, 1 minute chart and my entries and exits. But before we do that, make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification because it helps out the channel a lot to grow and reach new traders out there. Here's the 5 minute chart of Tesla from 11th of March 2022, and you guys can see Tesla was in a clear downtrend for the whole morning and for the whole afternoon as well. We had a clean push towards the downside. The opening 5 minutes was choppy because if you look at the 1 minute chart, we were not having a clear direction. But after the first 15-20 minutes right here, Tesla found a direction towards the downside, made a flag pattern, pushed towards the downside, made a flag pattern again, pushed towards the downside. So we had a pretty healthy bearish price action for the first 2 to 3 hours of market open, which is pretty good. To be completely honest, on this day, I did not even take a single position on Tesla for the first 1 to 2 hours of market open. The whole market was selling off on this day and I traded Amazon. I was able to catch a few good rates on Amazon and I was green within the first 1 hour of market open. I decided to call it a day. But before calling it a day, as you guys know, 800 is a very good psychological level on Tesla. I had my alerts on this stock. So after trading for the first 1 hour of market open, I was done for the day. I shut down my PC. I was watching Netflix because it was Friday, but Tesla hit my alert because you guys can see right here, just before the break of $800 level, the low of this candle on the 5 minute chart is 800.01 and my alert went off around 801 and 802. When I saw this kind of price action, I was like, okay, it's gonna test $800 level most likely. I just have to wait for a pullback. So I turned on my laptop. I was trading off my laptop. I wasn't in front of my setup. I was just waiting to see a good price action, a hold of a level or maybe a flag pattern to catch the break of $800 level, because by the time I opened this chart, it was a bit too late. I just wanted to be a bit more patient. I wanted to see a good pullback on this stock before the break of $800. And as I already mentioned, I was done with my day. I turned off my setup. I was trading off my laptop, so I don't have a recording of this trade, but don't worry, I will be doing a complete breakdown why I entered and why I exited on the 1 minute chart. I will also post a screenshot of my fills right at the top. Now here's the 1 minute chart of Tesla. As I already mentioned, looking at the 5 minute chart, we were in a clear downtrend. We had a nice flag pattern, a push towards the downside. Right around here, around 801 and 802, my alert went off and I started looking at the price action. When I started looking at the price action, I saw this 807 to 808 zone is holding on Tesla. If I mark a zone right here, if I draw a rectangle right here, you guys will see that we are getting a few rejections from this level, right? So we rejected this 810 to 807 zone. We had a rejection again around 807 or 808. On this candle, we had a rejection again, and that's why my strategy on this trade was that if we get a pullback to 807 or 808, I want to enter my puts position, my puts contract for a break of $800 level towards the downside. My stop loss on this trade will be the break of 810 towards the upside. So even if I enter around 807 or 808, I'm risking $2 on the underlying asset because my stop is the break of 810 and my potential profit target is the break of $800 level towards the downside. That means I'm risking $2 on the underlying asset to catch a move that is going to be around $7 or $8 or maybe even $10, because if we catch the break of 800, we might even see 795 on this stock. Let's now zoom in on the 1 minute chart and look at my entries and exits. You guys will be able to see my fills right at the top, and just remember this zone. When Tesla came around $807 level, I was watching Tesla like a hawk. I was looking at the time and sales and the level 2. I did not see any clear strength at the break of 807. Because the high of this candle right here is 807.22. If I zoom in a bit further, the high of this candle is 807.22. Tesla broke above $807 level briefly. There was no real strength on the tape and the time and sales and the level 2. That's why I went short. And that is the reason on this candle, I entered my puts position. I entered 15 contracts, same day expiry contracts, because this was a Friday. I traded 805 puts and my fill price was around 6.57. In the screenshot at the top, you guys will be able to see 1 or 2 orders for 800 puts. That was a mistake. I wanted to exit my position for 805 puts, but by mistake I exited 800 puts. That's why I bought those contract back. So that was a hotkey mistake. Let's now take a look at my exits. I had a really good entry because literally I caught approximately the top of the pullback. That's why it's very, very important when you are day trading to learn to read the tape and the level 2, because it's gonna help you to get perfect entries like this one. When I entered this position, we saw a straight flush towards the downside. My entry was right around the top of this candle. As soon as I entered, I was clearly in the money. The premiums were moving in my favor. I took my first partial right here when Tesla made a new low of the day. At 10:25 a.m. was my first partial. So you guys can see I knew that I'm clearly in the driver's seat. I had a really good entry. I wanted to catch the break of $800 level, and my first partial was right around $800 level. I was in no hurry in taking my profit. If you guys take a look at the screenshot above, you guys will see that I was very slow in taking my partials. My first partial, I took 5 contracts out right here, then I took another 3 contracts out, 2 contract out, and then I took one contract out right here. So I was very slow in taking my partials because I knew on this trade that we are gonna get a good push towards the downside. It's all about holding your winners. If you guys have seen my previous videos, I always talk about this. You have to cut your losers and you have to let your winners run. On this trade, I knew that I had a really good entry. I am in the driver's seat, so it's all about holding my winners on this trade. My entry fill price on this trade was around 6.5 and my last partial on this trade was around 11.3. In total, I made approximately $5,000 on this trade, which is an insane move because my investment on this trade was less than $10,000. That means I made 50% of my investment in 15 minutes by day trading options on this stock, which is amazing. I even posted about this trade on my Instagram. So if you guys don't follow me there, make sure that you follow me there because those are the people first to know about my green days, my red days, my life outside of trading as well. So make sure that you follow me there. The link will be in the description box below. The title of this video, making $5,000 in 15 minutes, to be honest, reminds me of my first ever video on YouTube that was making $90 in 15 minutes. It's been an amazing journey and you guys have seen it all. So make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my trading journey. Again, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, the link will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next video.